GM guys, what's up? Welcome back once again to this wonderful episode with Crypto Dever. Alright, so in today's video we will be looking at the answers to one of the Perle's Lab quiz or quest. So the one we shall be looking at today, we shall be looking at the join the Perle Lab's Legal Classification Quest answers. So already I've made a video on how to onboard you onto this wonderful airdrop. So if you have not checked it out, just look at the screen right now, click on it, and then you get right straight to where I made the video. All right, now after watching the video and setting up your account, you now come and watch how to answer this question. So already the link to this is also in the description, so endeavor you check it out. Now remember I told you that you need some soul to pay for gas, just very little amount, as little as 0.00, just very little amount of soul. Okay, so you're going to see everything, just very little amount. So first of all, when you log in, you're going to see here on this page that says home, on the home page. So when you come to the home page, all you just have to do is scroll, and here that says project. All right, just view if all the projects are available. So I shall be answering them one after the other. So I already made a video on how to answer them, the sequence to answer them for you to be able to get the points. All right, so also check the video, don't forget. Okay, so now let's start with the first one that says educational, the first educational quest. All right, so here I've already answered the first one. As you can see, I answered this first one already, and I gave answers to this one on the previous video that I made, so endeavor you check it out, don't forget. Then the answer to this one is like think liability, something like that. So just check out the video, you see the answer there. Then now let's go to the second one. Okay, once you click on it, this is the question. So as you can see on the left hand side, you have different questions here. We call them tasks. So these are the tasks that are available, up to 9 of them. Okay, and each of them you click on, you're going to see the questions that are attached to that. This one says identify the contract clause type. So here it says personal information provided by users will be stored securely and retained only for as long as necessary to fulfill contractual obligations. So what kind of contract is that? So it says personal information provided by users will be stored. So what kind of contract is that? So one can easily say that this is it a termination? No. Is it a liability? To me, no. I think it has to do with privacy. So I'm going to be selecting this one that says privacy. So now when you select it, you click on submit. All right, so when you click on submit, it's going to ask you to submit transaction. So make sure you have just little soul in your wallet to be able to pay for the gas fee. So as you can see, this amount of soul that is removing, just very little amount of it. So just click on confirm, and then just within few seconds, of course, the transaction shall be deemed completed. All right, so it says transaction completed, as you can see here now. All right, so transaction completed. All right, so now that I've completed the task, as you can see here now, it has ticked it as good and it's correct. Now someone may ask, if what happens if the answer you chose is wrong? You have multiple chances. All right, so that is not a problem. So now we are on to the next task, which says billing occurs monthly in advance. Payment is due upon receipt of invoice. Failure to pay may result in service suspension. Okay, so what kind of this? I think this is a payment method. So look at the answers. To me, is a kind of payment method stuff. All right, so I'm selecting payment method. So let's see, submit. Just is a very simple process. Submit, and then submit. Just wait for it. Voila, within few seconds you see it's either you get it or you failed it. And remember, when you, even if you do fail the answer, you always have unlimited chances to retry. So continue. As you can see here now, it says correct. All right, so I just have to click on the next. So this one says the company may collect users analytics to improve performance provided such data is anonymized and does not identify individual users. So this is more of privacy actually. So I'll call it privacy. So they will collect whatever they call it. So I'll submit it. So this actually to me is a privacy term here. Yeah, I call it a privacy term because it has to do with collection of your information, and then as long as it's kept confidential, so it has to do with privacy. All right. So let's see. Either it says correct or it says otherwise. All right. It says completed. Then continue. Then we now come and check. It says voila, correct. All right. So far, if you are with me so up to this point, please don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section too, so that I know what's in your mind right now. All right. So all right. So let's see what the next one says. All right. So let's see what the next one says. It says customer shall pay all invoices within 30 days. It has to do with payment method and so on and so forth. So I don't really need to continue this. Let me look for payment method. So that's that. So here is payment method. Check it and then submit. And then when you submit, you submit transactions too. After you submit transaction, as usual, you do the needful. All right. So, and then we're going to see what it says again, whether correct or wrong. All right. Waiting for confirmation. I believe this should be a very easy task to perform. So this one says continue and is correct. So I go to the next task. So this one says company is not liable for indirect or consequential damages. Liability is limited to the amount paid in the prior 12 months. These limits only apply regardless of claim type. Okay, so this more of liability is limited. So this is more of liability type of shit. Okay. So let's just go and submit. So I hope you see how the questions are answered now. Submit. So we have about how many questions left? Maybe 4 questions left or so. Yep. It's actually a very simple process. It doesn't take much time. It doesn't take much of your time. So let's see what this one says. Okay, continue, and it says it's correct. So let's go to the next question. So let's see. We're almost done. We're on the 7th question. Okay, we have 10 questions here. So we're on the 7th one. So this one says user data collected through platform shall be processed in accordance with applicable data protection laws and shall not be disclosed to. It's about privacy. You don't need someone to tell you that. So click on privacy, submit transaction. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so confirm. When you confirm, wow, during the trading competition, there's a trading competition going on OKX. I'm gonna check it out soon. So go to the next. This agreement shall automatically terminate upon the dissolution or insolvency of either party. So it's the kind of termination type of stuff. So just click on submit, and then when you submit, you sign as usual, and then wait for the transaction to be confirmed. So so far we have gotten everything. So now, even if you make a mistake, so maybe probably next one I will intentionally make a mistake so that you see what I mean. So let me go to the next question. Now this one says the receipt agrees to keep all proprietor's information strictly confidential. Such information may only be used for purposes of this agreement. The recipient must, the recipient, not receipt. The recipient must take reasonable measures to protect it from disclosure. So this is more of so it says the recipient agrees to keep all proprietary information strictly confidential. So it's more of privacy. Abi, am I right? Confidentiality, yeah. So I call it confidentiality, but let me call it termination because I know it's wrong. It's not termination. So, and it's gonna tell me wrong answer. So let's see what it's like when you answer wrongly. Okay. So let's click on it, and then we're gonna see what it says when we answer the question wrongly. So just as we see correct, we are going to see wrong answer. So you can see here now it says wrong answer. So now that I got the answer wrong, I can retry and then submit the right one. I believe it's confidentiality. I can now select the right one again, then resubmit. So now know that each time you make a mistake, you pay the gas fee, and the gas fee is very little. I must tell you. Look at it here. Very little gas fee, as you can see here. So now let's see. This one should be correct. This should be correct. Okay, 1 2 3 at the count of 5. If you did not do this, all right, so it says correct, so that's that. So go to the next. I guess this should be the last, right? Yeah, this is the last question and we are done with this. So subscription fees are billed on a monthly basis and will be automatically charged to the payment method on file at the start of each billing cycle. So what kind of stuff is this? This is a more of payment term. All right, so submit and then submit transaction, and of course confirm, and then let's see, this is the last one. Okay, it says correct. So now that we have answered all the questions, that is that. Now let me go back and see if I earn the points. So each question you answer, I'm going to be earning your points. So you see my point is now 2650, and that is all about this quest. So now I'll be making video for other quests, so endeavor you subscribe and stay positioned for the next one. So now we are done with this first one. I'll be making quest videos for the remaining quests here. So let's see, let me check out the educational quests here. How many of them? We have 4 educational quests here. So I think we have answered the first one. Yeah, we have answered the first one. Let me see the legal classification quest. We have answered it. Customer item bots complaint. I think we have also answered it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, for this very one, I have answered it. For the answers to this one, you can check out my Twitter page. Check Ovilo 389. You're gonna see this is my Twitter. So when you check it out, let me just search for Perle Lab. Just search for Perle Lab. You're gonna see the answer. Perle Lab. You're gonna see the answer there. Alright. So this is it. So as you can see here now. So this is the answer to Perle Lab tagging quest. And I get this tagging quest. So you see that. So I've got the answers here already. So go and enjoy. Alright, so that is that for this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you learned something from here, and if you have any question, please do well to leave it in the comment section. See you next. Thank you very much.